Hey, what's up? That's right. Welcome to the What More Can I Say podcast, episode 43. Luckily, we got it going because I was having extreme technical difficulties. I don't know what's going on. I tried a new setup. Was about to have a new mic out, but sorry, team. Sorry about that, y'all. Sorry.
So it's all right. Things happen.
It's all good.
Yeah, all right. Guess we got to wait another week. Hey, let's go ahead and introduce our co-host, the lady of the pod, the first lady of the pod, and the only lady of the pod, Keke. What's up?
Hey, fellas. How are you?
Good. Keke, how you feeling? How was your weekend?
Thumbs up, Tom. What's up, Zach?
I'm good. How was your weekend?
My weekend was fine. I worked. What I do every weekend, child. That's all.
Okay.
Work and dodge the Rona. That's all I do is try to work and dodge the Rona.
Yeah.
Right. Well, she's working and dodging the Rona. Zach Boog, what's up with you, man? How you feeling, bro?
Man, I'm doing the best I can. I got these little braids, still getting used to this new head shape I got. Hard thing about, I want to give this disclaimer before we get started. For anybody who's thinking about this hairstyle, it's more difficult than you think, because you usually used to going to one person and getting your hair cut, braided, or whatever. But you have to coordinate 2 schedules to get this done. So I don't know how long it's gonna last, but your barber, he can't cut you. He can't cut you Saturday. She can cut you on Thursday. So now you kind of off. It's all over the place.
Yeah, man. That's something that I don't have to worry about. It's pretty much a one-hitter quitter for me. It's really whoop whoop. We done.
Yeah, you just.
But your edges look
magnificent. You don't have to do nothing. You just dip.
Your edges look magnificent.
They laid.
Zach.
They are laid, Zach.
Thank you, brother. Don't ever compliment me again as a grown ass man. Thank you, Keke. As a grown ass man, don't ever say nothing about my edges, bro.
Oh my God. Let's just get through this at this point.
All right, let's go ahead. Let's jump right to it, man. Grammys, Grammy. All right, Zach, let's talk about it, man. How do you feel about the Grammys? Think they got it right? Do you enjoy the Grammys anymore? How do you feel about it?
I'm just confused on how I should feel about the Grammys, because as a culture, we always criticize the Grammys. We always threaten to boycott the Grammys. We always issue with the Grammys, but then when Beyonce hosts Grammys, we can't wait to celebrate. So I don't know what to do. Like I had pulled myself on the Grammys. Are the people who are mad on, like we always don't know our culture and they get it wrong all the time. They need more Black representation. Let's be done with the Grammys. Let's uplift the BET Awards. But we can't do that because every time the Grammys come out, we get all excited about it. We go right back to them. It's like we're in an abusive relationship with the Grammys. Black folks are. We don't know whether to stay or leave. So
that's true.
But if you want to talk about it was good. I thought the show was great. I liked some of the performances. The baby performance was really dope to me. And of course, that WAP.
Shout out to the cameraman. You did your job, bro. You don't need to do nothing else for the rest of your life. You destroyed that. You crushed that. That's what we're talking about. Make sure we can see everything. Make sure we can see it all. Make sure we see it all. And I tried to explain to people. I got lucky enough to see Meg Thee Stallion in person several times. And when people were saying it was fake or saying she really wasn't a stallion, I was like, these are all lies. They are all slanders to that woman's character. She is built like she's like what I like to say, a sturdy woman. She's just sturdy.
Oh my God.
She's sturdy. Keke, what you think about the Grammys? Did they get it right? Is this thing, the same thing Zach saying, like, man, are we in an abusive relationship with the Grammys and we really care about them low key and we just can't leave them?
Well, I think they got it right this time, actually. But along with all the other companies this year, because of everything Black people went through, everything is extra Black. And so the Grammys made sure that they were extra Black this year. You know what I'm saying? They had a half Black host. They had all these Black performances, all these hip hop and R&B performances. You ain't never seen Lil' Kim them get up there and twerk on the Grammy stage, okay? So,
Mhm.
usually they do all our stuff before the Grammys even air, but it seemed like it was our show this time. Lil Baby snaps, Da Baby snaps. You got Meg the Stallion. I thought it was Big Jam. Okay, I was like, damn, we the elevated Big Jam. So it was one of those nights. I really enjoyed watching the Grammys, and I didn't get bored as much as I usually do. So I think we definitely it was on good terms this year, and I just love how Jay-Z and Beyonce. They like, nah, we ain't coming. We ain't coming. But then when they like, okay, you're gonna break a record tonight. They like, okay, we'll be there. You know what I'm saying? We'll be there. We might have something on to come through. We might slide through. So, once we saw them there, we was real excited. So it was good.
I think it's cool. What you gotta say, Zach?
I was saying that's that abuse. We ain't coming, we going. I take you shopping. Okay, we are an abusive relationship. Go ahead, Tom.
No, I mean, my thing is, I guess I'll be the one on the pod to hate on the Grammys. I say like it's like a half and half. Am I happy that Meg Thee Stallion won Grammys? Yes, I am. Am I happy that everybody else, like Lil Baby, performed despite not having his album being nominated for a Grammy? A big miss. Nas, finally. I mean, King's Disease is a great album. Is it his best album? Hell no. He should have definitely been won a Grammy. He should actually have 2 or 3 of them, to be honest with you. Nas is just, they gave him a makeup Grammy, even though King's Disease is a good album. Then you got Pop Smoke not being nominated at all. What? How do you not nominate? That's what I'm saying. Like with the Grammys, I wonder, are you really, you have that representation in that room saying, hey, wait, you know what I mean? This is right now one of the hottest albums out. It's great. It's not like we giving it to him because he passed away. It's really a good album. And it's got records to show it, right? And I'm like, y'all missed on that. Then you saw Taylor Swift pick up an album, pick up the Grammy over Dua Lipa. Nah, I don't even really be on the pop side that much. But I know for fact, y'all gotta remember, I got a daughter.
Hell no.
I got a daughter.
Paul said, I want to recount, baby. Dua Lipa deserved that one.
Hell no.
I was like, are y'all kidding
what did
me?
You?
Because okay, my daughter put me on Dua Lipa, right? Mm-hmm. And once I got on, I was like, yo, she's really dope.
She is.
And her one record was bigger than everything Taylor Swift released last year. Taylor is, yes, a phenomenal artist. But if we're talking about a year, the body of work for 1 year, Dua Lipa should have won. I just think the Grammys just missed more than they made. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but it's to be expected. It's the Grammys. You know what I'm saying? It ain't our cookout. We know where our cookout at, baby. BET Awards, Big Jam, baby. Those are our cookouts. So, it ain't ours. So, I take what we get.
Hey, just want to let y'all know, it's getting gentrified. Talking about Dua Lipa. Gentrified to find. I don't know what
Zach, I love Dua Lipa.
What's going on? I don't even know Dua Lipa. And shout out to everybody who's watching the pod who has no idea who it is. Just as lost as me. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, all right, so for those people who don't know who Dua Lipa is, go ahead and listen to her. Listen to her. I guarantee you, if you using the 2 things stuck on the side of your head the right way, you are going to be like, she's a vibe. Zach, I know if you stick it up for Lizzo, when I was saying Lizzo was okay, you are for sure like Dua Lipa. So don't act like you're not on the pop side. You listening to Kiss FMs a lot too, bro.
Bro, I don't know. I don't know if you're trying to get some more, Caucasian viewers or something to the pod. I don't know what Tone brought up Dua Lipa. What?
I like her, Zach. She is a vibe. She is.
I'm not saying she ain't. I just don't know who she is, but it's all good. It's all good.
Okay. For the sake of argument, we'll just keep moving. Y'all, everybody in the pod, make sure y'all tell us if you like Dua Lipa, man. Leave it in the comments. All right. Appreciate you. Okay, let's go ahead and move to this. Zach is a PK. He's a preacher's kid. And Zach is the perfect person to ask. I'm trying to figure out, because I don't want to get Zach in trouble. My church people watch the pod a lot. Shout out to Fellowship. when you heard Kirk Franklin cursing, were you surprised that?
Do you go to church?
Yes.
Church people cuss more than regular people. What are you talking about? Church people can't wait to cuss. They always cuss. As a PK, I heard a lot of cuss, not just all the cussing, you know, but you curse. It happens. My issue with the Kirk Franklin son thing is when I read the headline, I was concerned. I was like, oh my God, Kirk Franklin cussed out his son. Poor boy. And then I kept reading. 34. No. Franklin cussed out a grown-ass man who happened to be his son. It's nothing wrong with cussing out a grown-ass man. And honestly, I really think if you know Kirk Franklin's son or see Kirk Franklin's son, cuss his ass out because he's got to get tougher. He's got to get used to getting cussed at. You know what I'm saying? Who snitches on somebody for cussing them out?
34.
Like at 30 something. He's older than me, Keke. If Tone cussed me out, and I was trying to get back at him and I recorded it, like, look how Tone talked to me. He just cussed me out. What?
Oh my God.
You're a grown man. He cussed out a grown man. But the best part about it, it was the same Kirk Franklin energy that he has on his records. So you knew it was him. You know,
definitely knew it was him. The cadence was the same.
Yeah, the cadence was exactly the same.
Yep.
You think you're gonna take my joy, devil? You think?
Oh God, Zach, freeze.
Y'all pod tonight, bro. Y'all came to pod. Keke, when you heard it, were you like, damn, Kurt, you letting it fly? Well, how do you feel?
You know, I thought it was hilarious because it wasn't no regular curse out. It wasn't your mama cuss you out because you forgot to do something. It was like, nigga, I'm about to fight you in the street type cuss out, okay? Like, and you know, Kurt is he's a very small man. Kurt is a very little man. And so, you know, just knowing all the aggression that was probably built up inside of him, like, I just know he was probably spitting on the phone. You know how when you cuss somebody out and spit flying out your mouth, like, that's how bad it was. So, I thought it was hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. I laughed. I thought it was hilarious. And, you know, church folks definitely curse. And I wasn't, you know, I was shocked a little bit, but he's a small man. I just feel like that was small man energy on that phone. He was very upset. He had ran out of all words. He had to give it to him just how he was feeling it. And so, you know, I love Kirk Franklin, and it wasn't his best moment, but I'll take it. So.
Right. So that's not gonna change anybody's feeling about Kirk. Do you think?
No,
it shouldn't.
No,
it
shouldn't unless they don't curse.
Yeah.
I mean, they made it sound, and I get the clickbait. They make curse out his son. But I mean, there's a couple things. I tell you guys all the time. There's certain things that I expect. I expect Future not to wear condoms. I expect that to happen. He's gonna have another baby soon. That's what Future does. I expect it. So we hear about Future having another baby, I'll be like, oh, okay. Not surprised. It's like, damn. Same thing. Kirk Franklin. Am I surprised? There's two reasons I would expect it from Kirk Franklin. First being this. Any man being disrespected by his son is going to give heat. Now, is it the right thing to do? No. But sometimes it happens. Your son tries you. My son tries me. He's like, man, I ain't doing it. Like, wait a second, Dad, I'll do it. Huh? Wait a second. Like, and we get a little, and he gets a little, you know, you give him the N-word, have you lost your mind? Do what I say. Is it, you know what I mean? It happens. It happens. Sometimes your kids freak out. Sometimes you freak out. It is expected. So that I wasn't surprised to hear that. But then there's another reason. And I was like, yo, are we really surprised? Are we really surprised that the dude that was addicted to porn curses? Are we really surprised at that?
Now, what they gotta do? That don't
yes, it does.
Things. You're not gonna do Kirk Franklin like that.
Yes, I am. Keke, if you like watching porn, 100% you curse. I can see it. It goes together. It's not like he like watching.
That don't go together at all.
He watches Disney movies and curse. He was not addicted to watching Disney Plus. He was addicted to hardcore porn. And trust me, in hardcore porn, they cursing. They cursing. Yeah, you like that. Don't move nothing. Like he said, they doing that.
So what does that have to, I cuss. That don't mean that I'm in here on Pornhub. What? Where'd you
Keke,
get
but it like this. You curse. Have you ever watched porn?
That's what I watch in my free time, okay? You know I watch Judge Mathis and Judge Mathis only. Don't do that. But my thing is, how you gonna say, because this man got a porn addiction, he definitely got what?
It go together.
Man.
Rappers and weed and guns go together. It's things, some things just go together. Like if you hear about a rock star ODing on cocaine, are you sad that it happened? Yes. Are you surprised? No.
Oh, okay. All right.
When does porn and cussing go? Okay.
Are y'all kidding me? Are you trying to? What are y'all thinking? Are you trying to tell me porn and cursing don't go together?
Okay, let's say Tone, let me explain it. Okay.
Okay.
If you possibly said, "Oh my God, can you believe the dude who was addicted to porn got caught masturbating at church?" Then you could be like, could go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Porn addiction, masturbating, crazy. You know what I'm saying? But porn and cussing, they're not even cousins, bro. They're not.
They're at least second cousins. They are at least
second cousins. Oh my God.
They are at least second. Are you serious?
Okay. If you say
are y'all actually trying to tell me that people that watch, so you hold on. This is to tell you who I'm partying with right now. I want everybody. Are you actually trying? I'm not gonna go. We're gonna stay here for a minute. Are you actually saying that watching porn, watching people have sex, does not have any correlation to cursing at all?
No. Listen. Now, if you ask people who watch porn curse, yes, okay, but they don't go together. They don't together. They're not related.
Personally, I wouldn't even watch a porn that they. Are you gonna watch a porn that they ain't cussing in? That ain't no fun.
Who watches porn for the talking? What are y'all talking about?
I like the talking. That's kind of the best part.
Well, Tone, see that's how you know you stay by yourself. I got a whole family. I gotta watch my porn on mute.
On silent. Come on, Zach.
Yeah.
Like what is he?
That's how you know he stay by himself. Like, I can't listen to
he watch it. Oh God.
Yeah, I gotta watch mute, bro. What's wrong with you?
He's in it for the storylines, Zach. He is in it for the storylines. He was like, what?
I like that.
So,
that's my part.
Porn.
I like the bad acting and everything. I don't skip over. I like the bad act. I'm like, oh, this is crazy. I'm like, girl, you know you about to get it. There's two of them in the room. You better watch out.
Oh my God. What is happening? What is
I started talking to the screen. I'm like, oh, you don't see this coming? Oh, this is about to go down. You better strap up. It's going to be a long one.
Oh my God. Oh my God. How did we get here?
I love it.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I like the storylines of porn. It's funny. Okay. It's funny. It's the worst acting in the world. It just all of a sudden, okay, anyway. Let's get to this. Speaking of porn, no shade intended. The Kim and Kanye thing, it's been all these type of stories coming out. Keke, I know you know what's going on. What's happening?
Man, look, the Kardashians tried to put out this nice statement like they was going to have a nice separation. It was all going to work out right. The kids would still be able to see Kanye. He would still communicate with the family. It's all on good terms. Everybody's happy. And of course, Kanye is like, no, that is not the truth. Kanye didn't block Kim. He didn't put on a block list. Okay, she can't call his phone no more. He didn't change his number. And now they're saying that he told her to communicate with him through security. Okay, not his assistant, not his management. Communicate with not an attorney. You got to talk to my security. So that lets you know where they are right now. Mm-hmm. Kanye is about to get real petty. Petty Kanye is on the way. Mm-hmm. Yes.
There it is. And you know what that means? A great album. Zach, when you hear this, what are you thinking?
Well, that look at it different now. Now, heard this news. I don't think they getting ready to get a divorce. Those are the signs. Yeah, those are the signs of hood love. And hood love doesn't end. Yeah, that's a sign. Block, and you can't talk to me. Like when you start, if you have a good divorce where it's like, okay, it didn't work out. You take this, I take that, live our lives. They're really done with each other. But when you block people, and I heard Kim change the locks on the doors, and he said, you got to talk to my security. That's kind of like, you call my mom, so they rich. So talk to my security to poor people in the hood is, you got to drop them off over my mouth. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to be over there. So that's the same thing. I think they're going to get back together. I don't think it's over. They're still very emotionally attached. They back.
It's over.
Oh, I think this is real over with. This is over.
Yep.
You already saw Kim doing some petty stuff. They caught her liking Drake's photo. Ooh, that is. That's a one. That's a start. Will Drake and Kim ever get together?
That?
Who knows?
She
liked Drake's picture.
She should.
That's toxic.
Keke. That's toxic.
How is that toxic?
That's toxic.
She has rumors of sleeping with him. If you get a divorce, you liking this picture.
And she ain't slept with Kanye. So who she supposed to get some from? They ain't had sex since North. So what y'all want her to do? I'm trying to figure out what y'all want her to do. She watching two people porn with Tone. I don't know what else y'all want her to do. Like Kim has given up all her flag years wearing these big ass Kanye clothes. You know what I'm saying? Like it's time for her to get loose. Like, come on, girl, get out here, get wild. Yes.
See, that's the thing. That's what's gonna happen. This is the thing. First of all, if Kanye has blocked his ex-wife that has his kids, and the only one that have her communicate through security, it sends a message to me that as another Gemini, that Kim might be toxic. And she might like to argue and yell and scream, because Geminis, we can't stand that. When you start yelling and screaming at us, we are the quickest to cut you off in the world. We like, gotta go. And we put blockages up so we don't have to deal with you. Now, is it wrong? A lot of people saying, I saw in comments when I was reading stuff, being a creep, and people saying, how is he gonna block the wife, the mother of his children and all that? Look, everybody, I want to keep it a buck with you. Take with somebody that got things going on. I'm telling you, I've been in some situations where, hey man, you might block your child's mama for a little bit. Not forever, but you need to calm down. At least 2 days, maximum a week. You can't block your baby mama more than a week. You just can't, because that's irresponsible. But sometimes, if y'all don't block each other, you are going to say the craziest thing. She gonna say your mama got a big forehead. You gonna be like, I hate the way your mama dressed. She smell funny. You just it's just gonna go down a whole bad thing.
Don't block me.
It's a bad thing. So Kanye is just really probably just trying to put a little distance between him and Kim because they got a toxic situation. I kind of agree with Zach. I think they're going to get back together, but I do think it's over for the time being, though. I think it's going to take an album. Kanye is going to talk subliminally about Kim. Then Kim is going to date somebody super famous and rub it in Kanye's face, and then they'll get back together.
No.
That's how it's going to happen.
Kanye's ego is way too big. He's not going back. He's not going back. If she date other people, it ain't gonna happen. It's a wrap. Now,
what do you mean? It's on.
She sit in the house and raise them kids and wear them big old shirts and just wait for him to get over this episode. Then they could get back together. But Kim is out here with Lala, and Lala going through it too. So they finna have a hot girl summer, and Kanye not going back to that. So I say it's a wrap. And
Lala
got a sex tape. Keke.
Who got a
sex tape?
Kim, that's old. That's old. That's old and past that. But I'm just saying, I don't think it's no coming back. And fellas, I understand what Tone's saying. Sometimes you got to cut off communication so you don't take it a step too far. But as a woman, don't block me, because I'm liable to pull up on you. Now either we gonna argue on this phone, but if you block me, I may be at your door or wherever your location is. So I would advise fellas, don't block your girl. Just let her go off and then just, send her back a little I love you message after she done with 8 paragraphs. But let me get my paragraphs off, because if you block me, I'm pulling up, period.
I don't even understand how women are able to get, Zach, I have not understood how women can mash out a paragraph, a book, blah, 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 and it comes so fast. You try to still respond to the first 3 lines of the paragraph, and they hit you with another paragraph.
Yeah,
it's insanity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't even understand. Mm-hmm. But I'm telling you, fellas, the hell with what Keke is talking about.
What?
And you can do this. This is one of my classic ways to do it. If this is your phone and you are in the car and they sending you stuff and you can't text and drive and you're trying to get it, because usually arguments always happen in the car for some reason. They always happen when you're driving. And you seeing these texts, fellas, this is what you have to do. You have to do this with your phone. Throw it right behind you. That way you can't reach it at all. You hear it going out. What you do is turn your music up and just ride, bro. And by the time you get to where you're going, you don't even really care no more. You gotta figure it out.
By the time you get to where you're going, I'm at that location. I'm gonna meet you there. No. So you're gonna throw your phone in the back seat.
This is what you do. This is when the paragraphs get long. It's real simple. All you have to do when your blood's boiling, all you have to do, if you're a petty Capricorn like me, you say, okay, and don't say nothing else.
Oh, okay. Now you ready to fight?
Yeah, that takes a woman. I mean, that's gonna take us so mad, and then she gonna be like, "Why are you okay?"
Okay.
I will say to a long text message and not say nothing else in a heartbeat, because don't text me that long. That makes, so I'm gonna say okay. I'm gonna say and I'm not gonna read it. Okay. It might even be okay. Might read the answer.
My boyfriend do that. Yep.
What's his sign?
A Sagittarius.
What's his sign?
A Sagittarius.
December.
What are we doing? When did it turn into the Zodiac show, man? The signs have nothing to do with anything.
No, first of all, you just said you and Gemini.
Okay,
you talked about.
All right,
and you
that was me being a Gemini. I was flip flopping.
You took the pod. You took the pod. Pop. You took the pod. Pop. You brought up Dan. Whoever that artist is.
Dua Lipa.
Yeah.
Okay. You took the pod. Pop. You gentrified the pod. Yeah. And then you told us that porn and cussing go together. And you got the where are we going with this pot? You tell me.
Right.
I mean, yeah, I guess I'm tripping. But this, I mean, something's not on a at this point, I don't even really know how to lead into it, because it's something that's like it bothers me. It just bothers me, and it's like when things bother you, you want to try to fix it. I know, Zach, you were really busy with your family over the weekend, so you might have missed it. Over the weekend, I was getting hella texts. I was seeing Facebook notifications. I was seeing stuff pop all up over social media. Here in Chicago, people that are not here in Chicago, we had a mass shooting, in a sense, at a party. They rented out a toll place, and this is basically a big garage. You know, people are looking for places to party in their neighborhood, over east, from what I think. And they had a mass shooting where 15 people were shot and 2 people died. Now, this is crazy to me. And you see everybody saying, hey, you got to know, you should have known not to party over there. Or people just, things happen. It's just what it is in the hood. It's one of them things. Let me go to Keke first. Keke, when you saw this all pop up, what happened? I mean, did you get any Facebook notifications, people asking you if you okay or knew anybody?
Well, yeah, I saw it all over the headlines. I was actually on air, talking about it. It was crazy to me. I was like, a mass shooting? Like, you gonna shoot everybody? You gonna shoot the whole party up? What was the reason? Why were you there? If that was your intention, I felt I felt bad. It was definitely sad. And then seeing like all the chaos that came out with all the people being shot. Some people had to take themselves to the hospital. Some people had to, was just out there laying on the ground. And then to see 2 people lose their lives and they were just trying to go have a good time. It's just like, what was the reason? You know what I'm saying? And I'm just at a loss for the gun violence that we have in our city altogether. Like, I just don't understand killing your own people. I will never understand that. You know what I'm saying? And to do it so carelessly, like they don't value life at all. And this is another example. You know what I'm saying? They right. You shouldn't have been getting together. It's COVID. You shouldn't have been having a party. All of that is true. But to see 15 people shot and 2 people lose their lives over nothing, it was horrible.
Yeah, it was tough. Zach, when you hear about this stuff, especially, I mean, you moved back up, you from Gary, and then you come from Nashville, and you move back. You've been here for a little bit of time now. I mean, when you hear about stuff like this, because I know you were hearing about it while you were in school at Tennessee State, and hearing about it while you were in Nashville. Now you back in it, and you just constantly seeing these headlines. You raising a young boy and a young daughter, and you have a family. How does this make you feel?
I mean, I just my advice would be to the youth to get away. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like if you are born and raised in the area, you need to go away for a second just to see how people live other places. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, when we keep hearing about these things, they become normal to us. And then we become desensitized, and then it's just like, oh, you shouldn't. Then we start victim blaming, like, oh, you shouldn't have been over there. I shouldn't have been partying in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, was that worth me getting shot or me potentially losing my life? Absolutely not. You take this time, if you have an opportunity and you're younger, or if you older and you watch the pod and you got young nephews and nieces or anything, hey, tell them to get away for a minute. Sometimes you have to get away to see that other people aren't living with their head on the swivel the way we live here.
That's true.
And you have to feel some type of ease. I mean, you're gonna always protect yourself and always be looking, but it's not the same intent. And we really have to get some counseling going on, because I think a lot of the youth, they don't know how to feel. They don't know what emotion they're feeling, and it just comes out as anger. You might be feeling sad, you might be embarrassed, you might be, and everything turns into anger, and we can't wait to distribute that pain to somebody else. And I think about my son all the time, like, man, he's gonna get older. What school is he? Where's he gonna, what's he gonna be around? I hope he's a nerd. But if he was at a party, but it wouldn't matter, like, I don't know, man. It's just hurts my heart.
It breaks your heart. It breaks your heart for real. And I have born and raised here, lived most of my life here, really, to be honest with you. I spent 6 months in LA, a year in Alabama. I mean, so for the most part, this has been home, right? And just to watch just the careless disregard for life, it hurts my feelings. It hurts me. I hate talking about it. And then at this point, like I said, I think I said this before at a town hall, and people were so mad at me for saying it, though. They were so mad. It was like, what do you mean? You act like you're hopeless. And I said, bro, nothing's going to change until we change the mindset of people. And yeah, you can offer people jobs and you can do all of that different things, man. But a lot of that stuff comes from the mindset of a human being, where they really, really understand that, life is precious. And I never sat on at any place and said people should never disagree, get into a fight, should fight it out and be done with it. You know what I mean? Same thing, like this thing that Quando Rondo was talking about with King Von. King Von fought it out. They was one-on-one. King Von's people didn't jump in. It wasn't nothing. It was one-on-one. And Quando Rondo's person shot him. Jump in? Yes, because he was losing the fight. Jump in? Yes. Shoot him is unacceptable. A mass shooting happens in Chicago. We don't know what for, but whatever it could have been, could have waited until you got outside and handled that how y'all gonna handle it man to man, instead of airing out the whole entire spot where people are dying, getting shot. We don't know if some people are gonna live from their wounds or not, or their life could change because of the different wounds that they got, different kind of thing they get. It's all type of thing. Like people like act like, yo, getting shot is something that you can bounce back from. No, people that get shot have permanent limps, have to walk with a cane for the rest of their life, have to have a bag on them because they got shot in the stomach and they can't use the bathroom a certain way. They might be paralyzed. They can't use one side of their hand. The gun violence affects people, you know, in a way. I mean, it's like, oh, at least you live. Yeah, it's cool, but you live in a different way than what you were. And for people to say, like, that's what I was saying, like, you know, I was reading the comments and I said it on air. For people to say like, yo, like, man, I wasn't partying over there though. I mean, you know what it is over there. Nah, this they neighborhood. This where they live at. So you telling somebody they can't go have fun where they live at, or because of COVID? Yeah, all right, cool. I get it. But at the end of the day, we know what it is. Let's just keep it a buck. Everybody wear their big boy pants. Some people are having mass get-togethers, and that's what they did in their neighborhood. And that at the very least, which is still serious, people would have got COVID. Young people would have got COVID, which have a nice chance of living. I'm saying that I don't agree with people trying to say, well, I can't party. I mean, some people can't afford to come party downtown. I used to be one of them. $7, $10, $12 drinks. You like, what? I get a 6-pack for this. I get 2. I almost buy a 5th. We can go half on a 5th for this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's, so people can't party just like, you're like, well, man, you just got to go in the, no, they in their neighborhood for a reason, because they can live and have fun and function in their neighborhood. Saying they can eat in their neighborhood. They can go, and so for tell somebody just because they scared of gun violence, they can't party in their neighborhood, makes no sense to me. We can stop gun violence. We can stop it. You don't have to do that.
But instead of talking about the gun violence, trying to figure out how to stop the gun violence, we say, no, you know what go down over there. But that's wild to me. You know, that's what I mean by normalizing it. Like, you're normalizing behavior in this neighborhood by saying you should know better than the party over it. That's crazy. Like, we can't think that's normal. That's what I mean by go see something else. Because you'll see, like, oh, the way I was living when I first went to Tennessee, I realized that I was living crazy. I realized I was living crazy. I said, oh my God, why? First thing I said is, why is everybody speaking? I had no idea why everybody was saying, what's up? Hello. What? Y'all are greeting each other in this moment? I'm saying, like, I thought, what you mean, what's up? You know, because that's what you think. Or, you know, I mean, this ain't got nothing to do with gun violence, but the roads were smooth. I remember driving down the street and I was like, I called my mom. I said, Mom, ain't no potholes. You know, because I was so used to what, you know, the way I grew up, you know, and it's just like, go see. When you get some exposure, you'll realize that you're not living in a right way, and you can figure out different ways to solve your issues and your problem. I really do. I think the youth need exposure.
Yeah, but for those people that can't
change on your block.
But I still say though, Zach, but a lot of people can't. Some people can't get out and see stuff. They just can't. They can't. And I think the change of the mindset of and I don't know how you don't change. You can't change the mindset unless you see different. That's true. That's true. I was at a loss for words. I was like, I mean, really, to be honest with you, I want to sit and say something super like, yo, we got to do this. And then you do this and you do this. But I'm just like, damn, they was partying and got shot. 2 people died. Just when they left their house, they was going to have a good time. They were going to go have whatever, have conversations, mingle, kick it, see people they hadn't seen, because we all know the pandemic in 2020, you haven't seen people like you used to see them. So they probably going to kick it in their neighborhood. They pulling up, everybody in their good clothes. They didn't bought something because everybody really ain't shopping like that no more. So it's just what it is. And I just feel like it's a wild situation where you at a party and then 15 people, basically people just let it ride in the club in the space, because it wasn't a club. Whatever they rented out, let it ride, and it's just heartbreaking to me. And I hope that the mindset changes at this point, because really you got to take the people that got the guns and the people that are willing to take it to that level. I wish they would just really kind of like think before they do it. At that point, like really what they cause and what they risking. Like, man, like I don't know anybody that's been to jail for killing someone, you know what I'm saying, or those murder situations. I mean, I don't, you know what I mean? I know people that did long times in jail though for drugs, for selling a lot of drugs. I know them. I grew up with them, know them personally. And when they come out, like people act like going to jail ain't nothing. When they come out, they different people. They say like, bro, like, man. And that's just for, imagine what taking another life does to your spirit. You see the brothers that come out and they be like, man, feeling bad when they murdered people. And, you know, you seen these documentaries where it's people where they were their job to kill people. And you see the way they spirit and how empty they look like. And it's just I just want people really to think, man, and especially, man, we should be able to be safe in our neighborhoods. We should. Like I said, I ain't tripping on you fighting. Everybody get into it. But damn, like when that you just act, you know, I mean, like anybody, Keke, you know, like usually if somebody got killed, it was for like, you be like, you heard somebody got killed, you be like, yeah, that was kind of messed up. They stole something, they raped somebody's sister, they did something super crazy, and there was what was street justice. So street justice ain't real justice, but you know, just speaking from a real point of view, you'd be like, oh, okay, I got that. But for this, which is random acts of violence, which seems to be over misunderstandings, and then as people dying, it's just insane, man. Let me go ahead. Let's switch gears, man. Get off this. JLO. I knew this was gonna happen, but JLO and A-Rod seemingly broke up. We'll ask Keke what's going on with that. Keke, what's happening?
You know, you said it. They broke up, but then they trying to make it work. I always knew this relationship was not gonna work, as cute as they are together, but it's two hoes, and when you put two of them together, you know, it's just not gonna work. Cause who gonna stop hoeing? Not me, you know what I'm saying? So it's like JLo, like, who? You gonna stop? I'm not stopping. So what we gonna do? That's just how I feel about them. They are two very attractive people, very successful people. And I feel like, you know, both of them have backgrounds of living a very happy, fun life. So I don't feel like they was about to shut that off, you know, and they still out here cute and popping and everything's still right and tight. So somebody's liable to cheat on somebody. And, you know, here it is. And we know JLo, baby, she like Tom Brady. Sister's collecting them rings. So, you know, she'll be engaged in a couple more months and, you know, she'll be all right. So that's what I think about it. You know, I expected it, and I'm not crying or sad for JLo. She gonna be all right. So will A-Rod. They're both living their best whole life together. Mm-hmm.
Talk about not expecting that to be. I did not expect. Zach, you expect her to say that?
What?
Keke she killed that shit. I love it, and she's absolutely right.
Being honest.
But JLo's toxic, for real. She toxic.
How?
She gets engaged to X. She said yes to all the engagements and has no plans of paying them. She has no plans. She just likes being engaged. I think she likes planning. She likes wedding planning. But then when it gets close to the date, she be like, no, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. And she will leave you. Ask Diddy. The way she left Diddy so quick when he got into that trouble, she was gone. Okay, so JLo might be a thought.
No, she's not a thought. She's the captain of the City Girls. Okay, she's the captain of the High Girls, and I'm here for JLo. So don't call her no thought.
Captain of the what?
The City Girls. She's 50. She gets her.
She's the captain of the Golden Girls. She's the captain of the Golden Girls. She's Keke. She's old.
She gets her rings, okay?
Look, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna keep it a buck with everybody. JLO has all and everything that's happened. You watch JLo's relationships, you look at how this is going on, you see all her past and how JLo has, I have good ass vagina syndrome. That's what she has. JLo, dudes ain't asking to marry. Every dude that she has ever been with be like, yo, I'm trying to marry you. Everybody. JLo got sunshine in them jeans. That's what she got.
Come on.
And what happens is dudes, we get greedy, we do dumb stuff. She dating A-Rod. A-Rod still probably had his vibes. He still was trying to move a certain way. And JLo knows. She knows she has great vagina. So she's like, oh, you want to trip? I bet. And move around. And then he starts freaking out because he knows once somebody else gets that, they stepping in the picture in a real way. They not gonna let her go. JLo knows what she has. She got sunshine. Anytime you see dudes trying to marry a girl off the rip, every time, it's because it's super good. Nobody cares JLo. They don't care. She's bad and rich, but if she had whack vagina, people would still be like, yeah, okay. No, everybody like, yo, what's up? I'm gonna ring you up. And I knew this was gonna happen when you saw it. They did it quietly though. I have to give JLo and A-Rod very, very much so player cards in the sense of where they did it. They sold their Malibu house. They got together. They put it up on the market. They got real quiet. A-Rod started working more. JLo started doing her thing, and you really never saw them together anymore. You never saw them together. And I mean, it is true. I feel like they probably both feel that way. JLo phone ring late at night, A-Rod phone ring late at night. They own something. And next thing you know, it's just like, oh, I'm gonna get you back. Oh, I'm gonna get you back. It's tough. It's two pretty people. It's tough. But I definitely think A-Rod's gonna probably go back. I mean, when you that age, bro, I get it. You're a fly dude. You're a fly guy. But you don't want to let it go. Because to this day, Diddy is still talking about JLo.
Period.
I get you. Yep. If JLo wanted to bend back on Diddy, yes, she would. I bet you if here it goes. Think about how quick JLo left Drake. Drake is one of the hottest dudes out here, like physically, like, yo, I'm out here in the world doing what I gotta do. I got records, I got money, girls like me, I can have whatever I want.
He don't care.
But she left him. JLo was like, what? You tripping?
He don't really count to me on her list.
Huh?
He don't count.
He didn't really.
Drake don't count.
Did he date her?
No, Drake hit though.
Why?
She hit Drake. Okay, let's be clear. She hit Drake and then she got up out of there. And Drake wanted us to know that she smashed. And that's how that is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not on that. I gotta stick up for my light-skinned brother. Yeah. Drake is a habitual sampler of treats. That is what he does. He jumps in, samples a little bit, and gives it back.
Sample treat hand was coming out. If you know, I knew you was gonna do the sample treat hand. I knew. But let me tell you, but you just said that contradicts your statement of JLo having sunshine in her pants. You just said it was so great that every man wants to, wife her. And Drake fell in love with the chick from Hooters. Okay? He fell in love with Mariah. He fell in love with Drake is a habitual faller and lover. He fell in love with Serena. All these people know. And he fell in love with Rihanna. Guess what? It's two people who have dissed Drake. And one is Rihanna. And the second one is Rihanna was like, you be doing too much. She tried to, you remember he tried to kiss her on stage that time. She was like, hold on, bro, what you doing?
That was the candidate coming out of it.
Yeah. He didn't.
That was the candidate.
Rihanna didn't like that.
I was disappointed in him for that.
See?
Yeah. And JLo did the same thing. She saw him, like you said, he's popping. And she was like, yeah, I'll try that out. She tried it out and left him on red.
Period.
She left him on red. They probably met up. They saw each other at a party. JLo was like, hey, I've had some drinks. Why not? And never talked to him again. And now he's sick. And then he was calling, he was texting. nothing for him. She was done. Then like the next week, she was like dating A-Rod.
Mm-hmm. Because she
Damn, I thought
probably
about
already
that too.
talking to A-Rod.
Yeah, she didn't take Drake seriously.
That's why
She didn't take Drake seriously
she sent Drake
at all.
She sent Drake home in an Uber. Okay.
Nah, I'm not going. That's tough. That's the only time Drake ever disappointed me. I was like, fam, you're not supposed to. Come on, bro. You gotta be. You can't. You Drake. Like that's what I said. Like some people need me to be their friend. I'm like, look, Drake. You can never. I'd have smacked him upside his head. Like, wow, bro, what the hell's wrong with you trying to kiss Rihanna on stage? She has to kiss you. You're Drake. Don't ever do that. Because if you reach in and kiss and she play you, it's a bad look. But anyhow, let's go ahead. Speaking of bad looks, let's get to this. This is weird. Yeah, this is weird. And I hate I put this in my mental Rolodex. I gotta ask Zach about this first, Keke. We'll wait for you. Trey Songz spitting in the girl's mouth.
I knew you was gonna say that. That was disgusting. It was disgusting on so many levels. It's disgusting anytime, but it's disgusting right now when we're in the battle with COVID. You know, we over here fighting a global pandemic. And Trey Songz, you're feeling yourself so much that you are literally spitting into his mouth. Why are they spitting in their mouth? What was that about? See, the thing about Trey, and I hate to say it, sometimes Trey get too, like, he feel too loose. You know what I'm saying? He's been, you wanna, he just be like, yeah, oh, yeah. What's the little noise he be making and stuff? That's Trey's weird thing. And spitting into random women's mouth is a little sexual assaulty. You know that. So when it is. It's a little aggressive. It's an aggressive thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though they were allowing it, I'm not saying they were like, no, they didn't care. But you can tell it's an aggressive thing. So when you hear things like that Trey will walk up to a girl and just go up under her dress, you know what I'm saying, and grab her and stuff like that. We've heard those rumors. When you spit in women's mouth, it makes me believe them. Because I'm like, what is that about? I've never done that in my life. Maybe I'm not a freak. I don't know. That's just not my thing. I've never been like, let me spit in your mouth. Why would I do that? That's disrespectful. But
I mean, okay. So we'll hold you right there. Hold right there. Pause. Before I get to the next thing, when I was saying Drake was one of the hottest dudes out, that was pause. I had to pause that. It made me feel uncomfortable when I thought about it for a little while. I was over here thinking I wanted to just add a quick pause to the pod. Okay, there we go. Now, Keke, right. Let's go ahead and get back. I had to do it. Keke.
Yes.
Keke, when you saw him spitting in those girls' mouth, were you like, ooh, I wish that was me if I was single?
Oh, well, I would have whooped Trey Songz' ass in that club. Do you hear me? Like, what? Don't even accidentally spit on me when you talking, because I don't play them type of games, okay? Now, I don't know what type of freaky, nasty stuff he into, but don't test nothing out on me without, we got to talk about whatever you want to test out before you do it. And you know what? I know a lot of people are into that right now. I don't know where it came from or whatever, but I know that a lot of people are into that right now. My thing is, why in the middle of the club, Trey Songz? Like, why did you feel the need in that moment to do that? You know everybody has their phone now. You know everybody's recording you, and you felt that was the moment to do that after the year you've had with these allegations and all this. Like, you just getting too loose. You know what I'm saying? Keep all that freaky stuff in your bedroom, and we don't need to see it. So that was my only thing. And the girls, as far as that, that's on them. They wanted that, and they looked like they enjoyed it. So, that my only issue was why in the club.
Ladies, we all saw that video. Now, 6 months later, when Trey stopped calling them girls, and she's like, I didn't really want to do that. We don't want to hear that. You sat there and let it fall. You let it go in your mouth. We don't want to hear assault. We don't want to hear it. I think I'm perfectly within my rights to say, like, come on, girl, we can't do that. Secondly, gets me to asking this question. Has somebody ever asked you to do something that has been out of your nasty meter? Zach, you started laughing immediately. What happened? You don't have to say what it was. Just say, yeah. Has that ever happened?
Okay, never. They didn't ask me out of my nasty meter. They just did. Quit.
Ooh.
And I said, hey, matter of fact.
I know what it was.
All right.
Because it was a time when women were testing.
I got two examples, but the first one is I used the PG one. I'm really not into I don't know. All I know is young lady pulled her hand back and smacked me about as hard as she could. Yeah. Just, I said, stars. I said, don't ever do that again. What the hell is wrong with you? My face hurt. What? Like, it's like trying to, like smack you, like, like, I'm not into that. I'm old school. Old school. Missionary from the back, the side. I'm old school, baby. I know my moves. I know, But this new school, yes, something happened though that kind of I wasn't a fan of, and I said, "Hey, don't ever do that again." So that was the last encounter.
It was a time when women were they would try to check you, mm-hmm. You'd be like, and you just ended. I don't know what that was. I don't know what that little space was, but it was a real space. It was from 2000.
Space. It's from 2008, 2011.
What they was doing to y'all? Was it
women got real adventurous.
They want to use their fingers in ways that's not appropriate when you having sex with a heterosexual man. With you. Yeah. So that being said, so Keke, has somebody try to explore that nasty meter with you?
Yeah, and try your luck, okay? But see, it's levels over here. I'm not engaged or married, so you're not gonna go too far with me because you ain't unlocked the levels. It's like the GTA video game. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta order some more tokens to get to that level. You know what I'm saying? You still at this level. You asking me to do wife type stuff now. We not there yet. So that's what it is for me. I feel like if you with somebody you love, you should be able to do whatever. But you got to be able to, but they got to unlock the levels. You know what I'm saying, ladies? You got to buy some more B-Bucks to get to them. You can't just be out here just letting everybody do everything. So that's my thing.
Mm-hmm. Keke, you are one of a kind. It's a lot of women, their levels unlock as soon as you meet them. All is open and they ready to rock. You a special woman now. I'm gonna tell you. Of course, I got a story. So Young Tone Kapone, my friends they never want to leave the block. They want to smoke, drink at the crib, hang out, talk to the girls in the neighborhood. Me, I turned 21. I'm like, I got to get in the club. I've been waiting to get in clubs my whole life. I used to see my cousin and her girls go out. I used to have questions on all her girls. I'm like, oh, you're so bad. Oh my God, I can't wait to get to the club to get one of these. And I'll be like, yo. So when I turned 21, I was in the club. Mm-hmm. I want to let everybody that's 21 years old, don't go to the club at 21. Be careful in there because you're going to run into somebody that's a little older. And I don't know what this woman was. I think she was like 30 and I was like 21. And we went out. I took her to get an Applebee's 2 for $20. She was really